Boop, 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 boop. I make sure to have my morning things, my morning brekkie. I have something in my belly. I got something in my belly. Something, something. I got something in my belly. Something, something. I got something in my belly. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Right. Ad will be starting in 5 minutes. And good morning to anybody and everybody that's here. Today I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be evolving. Excuse me. I'm going to be evolving some Pokemon. I also am going to be grabbing some food because I am hungry. I want some hungry. I am hungry. Give me num nums. I want my num nums. Num. Oh, sorry. It is really. Oh no! I have no num nums with me, so I need to order my num nums. Where's my phone? I will complete that in just a little bit. I am very sorry. I was just joking. But now I have to grab. All right. Let's hear. You need sustenance. I do need sustenance. Thank you so much. Also, can I note to everybody for why on God's green earth is fucking why in God's green earth is is a grilled cheese from Starbucks almost $9? Like, what is that? I don't understand it. That just sounds dumb as fuck. Oh, ugh. Can I be honest with everybody? I like the frappuccinos from Starbucks. I dislike mint as a flavoring. It just it's nasty. It doesn't taste good. It's very gross. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just the weird one. Couldn't tell you. That's fair. That's fair. Also, hello Dice. How are you doing today? Um, I'm glad you're good. All right. I'm going to get myself some sustenance, I promise. There just happens to be a Starbucks really close to where I live. It's a 20-minute walk away, but I have to do the stream now, so I'll just wait until that happens. That should be good. Alright, so let's get started, shall we? Well, actually, before we get started, I should probably post around because I forgot to schedule the post yesterday. Started, shall we? Yeah. Damn, seems I forgot to turn the mute on Twitch. There we go. And then we go on the tweeters. And then we go here. And then we go here. Who's excited to, really quick, who is actually excited to evolve at least one of the Pokemon? Because I do have a date later and I really want to be able to do that. It's going to be a really fun time. I want to know who's actually excited. Who has like some predictions as to how these guys are going to go. There we go. Starter. I still think that it's funny that all of this started because I couldn't hook up my let's hear. I evolved a Shelmet in Pokemon Go finally. Does that count? No, that's valid. I feel like that's valid. But I'm talking about like who's happy to evolve their starters from this this region. I've been doing this for a minute now. Like I think this started this has been like a few weeks of me doing this. So I'm wondering what everybody's thoughts are on like actually getting like the starters that they picked from the region that I did. If anybody needs a reminder, I'm totally up for it. So if you don't know, I have been doing, or if you're just coming in, welcome. So the Sanova region is based on Disney parks, and specifically some of the conflicts that come in are they have to do with they have to do with a lot of stuff like environmentalism, which I think is lost in some. Well, no, not lost. We actually got an environmental message about invasive species from Alola a little while ago. Which, by the way, the fact that it was Hawaii about that, it's really nice to have that conversation. And I've been getting a lot of. I feel like this process has been really helping me with just like kind of the mentality of, hey, there is sometimes less is more. And I think that's hard for a lot of artists. I'm not a beginner artist by any means, but I am I would say that as far as getting things done, I feel like sometimes I have a lot to learn. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. Let's see here. I've also been posting the progresses on like Twitter and all that good stuff. So I hope everybody has been enjoying that a lot. Just kind of seeing the progress in real time. I also have it all on my Discord. If you want to support me, make sure you go on any of my social medias, all of them. I think they are posted on the bottom here of Twitch, but it's also on YouTube and Tumblr and all of the good things. I'm just posting around real quick because I forgot to post around on the interwebs. You would think after doing this for a good period of time, I would know how to do that shit, but I sometimes forget. I am sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm really excited to get started on trying to figure out what these Pokemon now look like, because I said I was going to do some sketching yesterday, and I didn't. Oh, also, if for all of you shiny hunters and for people who are trying to figure out, hey, what are the shinies looking like? What is the shinies of these Pokemon gonna be like? I actually on my last night on my Twitter, on Tumblr, on all the sites that you could, on everything I could, I made sure to post new. I posted some new. I posted some new versions of their original Pokemon. Everything is basically the same, as you can see, but each one of them actually has stats and what they're weak against and what they're strong against, and as well as an image of their shiny in the right bottom hand corner. And I know that a lot of people have been wondering what their shinies look like, so there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit. That little it's kind of cool, isn't it? It's the babies. Look at the baby though. Look at him. Look at the baby. It's cute. It's a cute baby. So you'll find those on Twitter, Instagram. You'll find those everywhere. So if you've been wondering what the shinies will look like now, you have what the shinies will look like now. Let's see here. Now, last time we started this, we actually we actually decided to give each of them kind of their own ideas. I think that the one that's most solid is the grass type, but I said that last time, and we went quite a bit over. To be fair, I think I started over a while, but oh well. So we'll start with the grass type evolution and see where it goes from there. I'm just going to copy that and then we'll paste over here, just so that we can have a general idea of what we're looking at. And also a reminder, each of the fakemon are actually based off of the ideas of introverts, ambiverts, and extroverts. The grass type is supposed to be the extrovert. So that's kind of fun. So let's get you here. Look at the little buddy. It's so happy. Also, the cutest thing about the grass type for this, look how tiny it is in comparison to the trainer! Look how tiny! Ah! Look at the baby! It's just so small. It's so small in comparison. It was very cute. I don't think anybody like really thinks that I thought it was gonna be very big, but it's just so cute having it so small. You'll be seeing more of the those fakemon. I think that you'll be seeing a lot more of those a little later. But for now, let's get some stuff done. So I actually still have the original. Let's see. So this was the original, and in case anybody wasn't able to see, again, the full concept versions of these I actually do have available on the whatchamacallit, on the Discord and on the Patreon. So you'd be able to see these if you were there. But for now, I got the concepts here. And originally we had the concept of it turning into a fairy type and a grass, or it's going to be a grass fairy and then grass rock, which both are going to be very interesting to see. And obviously this is not going to be very, very programmer friendly, I assume. Like either this is going to not be programmer friendly or it's not going to be animation friendly. Because I know that they are going to, I know that a lot of it is 3D models now. The other part is the fact that there are parts of these that are going to translate as shiny later more than now. So I think that I really liked the idea of it showing off that it has a little feather or a little not feather, a leaf on the bottom there. I think that it's very cool. And then instead of it having the its pieces on its neck like a fold, kind of like a bib, actually, now that I think about it. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it cheeks like it had in its original evolution, like your original concept. And I'm going to give it like a little hat. It does kind of remind me, actually, hold on, let me get the Mulan, Mulan hairpiece. It kind of reminds me of the hair comb that they have. Let's see here. There's going to be a lot of reference to different, obviously there will be references to different movies, Disney stuff, as this is supposed to be an artificial region. But I do just generally love the idea that they're not just straight up, like Disney characters. I try to pride myself in that, though I will say that being Perry the Platypus and then just having Perry the Platypus standing up is probably going to be a difficult one for me. Because it's Perry the Platypus. Perry the Platypus? Secret Agent Perry the Platypus! Do. It does. It is starting to look like Rubber Ducky. You are the one. Because you make bath time so much fun. All right, that's one version of this I liked the idea of. Oh shit. Curse you, wrong Leia! Let's see here. All right, and there we go. Now my food's being prepared. Sorry. And then this one is a little closer to. This one's going to be a little closer to how the original look was supposed to be. I still want to give him these cute cheeks. Maybe give it like a little bashful expression. Let's see here.
Hello.
Hello. Guess what we're doing today?
What are we doing today?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Is that a bit redundant, Brain?
What do you mean?
I mean, we do that every night. I mean, we could just, have a night for ourselves once.
Pinky, give me your hand.
I don't think I want to.
Give me your hand.
Okay.
Starts hitting you with your own hand. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Ow. Because you took my hand and started hitting me, that's how.
Very perceptive. So anyway, it's time to take over the world.
Well, maybe I don't want to take over the world, huh? Have you ever thought about what I feel like doing tonight there, Brain?
Not particularly.
Oh. You're always like this. How are you doing today, Crimson?
I'm doing good. I just got myself some breakfast, so it'll be delivered soon. And today we are going to be working on evolving our starters.
Wonderful.
We are doing a nice job with it, and we're going to boop you.
Oh, mother. What
Boop.
if I don't want to be booped?
Don't worry, Pooh. Would you like a honey schmack roll?
Yes, please.
Yay! Boops you with the honey.
And it just is on his nose now.
Yeah. So we're starting with the grass starter here.
God damn it.
Hey, that's on you. You're the one who brought him up.
You're right. I'll hold this.
Hold what?
Oh.
Ah. If you're gonna do that, you might as well hold the M and N.
No, it's too much.
But you're already doing it.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. You're already holding L. You might as well hold M and N.
What if I don't want to? You never consider if I do not want to.
I do consider it. I don't care.
I'm gonna.
But yeah, so what do you actually think of this series so far?
Pretty good.
Just kind of like, it's just kind of like some dumb fun.
Yeah.
A dumb fun that has slowly but surely consumed my life. You good? You have the sniffles?
A little, yeah. I have to go into work today.
Oh.
I was gonna work a little later, around 5 to 9, but they asked, "Hey, you want to do 2:30 to 8 instead?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure," because that's literally my only shift this week, so I don't really have much choice. And it's during the Super Bowl, which is
Oh, food service during the Super Bowl. Oof.
well, it's produce during the Super Bowl, so that's
Still,
but it'll be 2:30 by the time I start working, so I don't know how weird it's gonna get, but
well, it's the Super Bowl, and you're going to be working in the produce aisle, so not a lot is going to happen there unless somebody was like, "Hey, we need to eat healthy. Why don't we get like
that
a
and the fact that a lot of people in the area are too depressed or just do not care about this year's Super Bowl because they don't care about the Chiefs winning for the third time.
Right.
I live in New York, and they're really depressed that the Bills didn't win on one of their games in like the last 2 weeks or so.
Right. So they're just
not really that interested.
They're just cheering for the other team.
Yeah, it's very low interest this year in my state for the Super Bowl.
That's fair. So these are our two options here. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
add in 5 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds. Um, the so this is what we're working with. Look at them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh.
and as far as like giving giving a secondary evolution, I know that usually the secondary evolution's usually the most awkward.
Well,
But
I already got my Marvel Rivals out today, and I don't need to do anything else. So I'm just vibing.
cool. I'm gonna boop you now
Why?
because it'll interject you.
I mean, I could work on my PowerPoint, but I'd say I put in enough work. As two slides are really just me explaining a bunch of nonsense.
Uh
The rest
huh.
are just nonsense with pictures. And yeah,
Right.
I'm not gonna submit it until, well, one, it's not due till the 21st, so I have more than enough time.
Right.
And two, this schedule's for the class is completely out of whack, so I have no idea what the plan is. So I'm just gonna hold on to it before I submit anything, so I know the new plan.
Squishy.
Trying to remember if I forgot something. Think.
Boop boop boop.
I dropped a thing. Ugh.
I booped your snoot.
Uh, yeah, I got nothing.
Boop. Boop the snoot. Boop the snoot. Squishes your face. Squishes your face.
No.
Yes.
Nuh-uh.
Yaha.
I say nuh-uh, therefore nuh-uh.
I say
Therefore
yaha,
what?
therefore yaha, yaha, infinity times yaha.
Oh, they started the new season of Harley Quinn.
Yes, they did.
It's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's again, I was on the fence because the last season was not very good in my opinion.
To be fair, they were kind of running out of where to get Gotham in, especially when they were so limited on their use of Batman. You know, they're kind of
Because they put him in prison, so they basically shot themselves in the foot on that one.
well, I think it's that, but also they were trying to pay respects to Kevin Conroy.
Mm.
So they were trying. So I understand why, but then they don't really know how to use the other cast.
All I remember is they just kept making jokes about Nightwing's ass.
And then there was that
Bane went on a
unfortunate
whole
rape joke that got deleted.
Mm-hmm. And then the whole Bane making pasta side story.
That was funny.
That is the only thing I liked about that season.
I liked a few other parts of the season.
I
I liked
don't
the
remember
Valentine's Day
or
special.
oh well, that wasn't. I'd say that's a special. That doesn't count in the case of the season. But that was a good special.
That was fun. I love
Good for
how
Bane.
I love how like Bane was just like, "Hey, I need a enhancer because it's actually average, but I am a very large man."
I'm a very large man. I mean, I pump chemicals into my body. What do you expect?
Yeah, but like you pump you pump chemicals into your body. I don't think it's average.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like just
And then he proceeded to fuck the city.
literally. It was very funny.
But other than that, no. I don't remember anything else that happened that season that was notable, other than just Talia al Ghul coming around.
Talia was interesting. I did like that commentary about like business and like how and working with the system versus working against the system.
Mm.
I think that's it's very poignant.
I'd say the business end of the show kind of overarched the action part of the show, which was kind of my gripe. There's too much business talk, not enough action.
I liked it.
Eh,
But then again, I am the business type. My degrees were in business, so
nerd.
you're a nerd.
I did like how they did like the very odd thing of dehydrating Superman. I think I've only ever seen that once, and that was during the Flashpoint paradox thing.
That's yeah, that was fun.
I'm trying to remember what else they did.
I liked the love potion thing. That was funny.
Love potion, love potion.
Where it was like Lex was using Ivy's Ivy's pheromones,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just like, and then suddenly they were just like, "Hello, baby."
I think I the only time I remember like the pheromones being in play was just when it backfired in the Justice League
Yeah.
in season 2, I think it was, and that was hilarious. Just hearing Diedrich Baker coming, Wonder Woman, you look banging.
um, let's hear. So these are our
uh,
two options here, and now I'm debating
okay.
which one is better.
I like the one that looks more like um I like the one on the right.
The one that looks like a hummingbird.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Mm,
I love how you incorporated that comb though from Mulan.
yeah. I do think that it's gonna need the little like a hoge at the end, or not a hoge. What is it called? Because a hoge is something else.
Yeah, that's a different type of flower. I don't know what flower that is.
It's the little hair strand thing. Boops. Boop boop. Boop 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 boop. Boop boop boop. Boop 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 boop.
So, did you ever watch the Kite Man series? I
Yeah,
just
I
had
did.
zero interest whatsoever. So, how was it? Because me and my dad are like, my dad at
Surprisingly,
least is like completely disinterested.
surprisingly good. Uh, if if you're looking to see more of the if you're looking to see more of like any of the original cast, then don't watch it. But there's some like really obscure characters there.
I remember seeing Baby Doll. That was a callback back to the fucking archives.
Oh yeah. Um there's like Baby Doll, there's like the goddaughter of Darkseid,
Ooh,
the goddaughter of Darkseid.
never heard of her.
She has an actual name. I forget what it is at this very second because I'm horrible with that. Not because she's not memorable, it's just because I'm horrible with names. Um,
Alice Wunderbar?
yeah.
That's a really fucking name.
Let's hear. And then there is um and Queen of Fables comes back.
Is she voice? I saw she was voiced by someone else rather than
Wanda Sykes.
yeah.
You don't really notice a difference, to be honest.
I heard D. Bradley Baker's in it. He voices the
Yes.
cat.
Yes.
Love that man.
Let's see what else.
Bane's in it. That's what I've heard.
Yes, Spain is in it. Um,
Girlfriend Golden Glider.
yes. We get a lot of Golden Glider backstory.
And so, what was the side change for Darkseid now being voiced by Keith David? I'm not arguing. I just want to know why, because he was voiced by the back in season 2 when he first appeared by someone else.
I assume that there was just scheduling conflicts. Because that's usually
Probably.
what actually happens with these things. It's not like, oh, I'm just disinterested in the character. No, mostly it's usually like, oh, I have a scheduling conflict. I'm not actually doing like these things.
Probably check the show out one day on my own time, but my dad is
It's
like,
a
no.
fun one.
But I so far love what they're doing with season 5 of Harley Quinn. Bringing
Mm.
in Brainiac, bringing in Woodrue, of all people. Now that's a fucking good origin story plug-in, finally.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised it took this long.
Let's see here. I saw all of Kite Man. I haven't really started with the Harley Quinn show. Joe and I are going to be watching it later. Let's see here. Same with Invincible, though I have seen clips.
I have only watched season 1. I haven't watched season 2 or 3 yet.
I highly suggest you would. There's
It's
like,
all about timing.
it's
So.
all about timing. It's all
Plus,
about the fact you're
I
a
watched that
hoe.
one with my mom. So no,
You a hoe.
no, I'm not.
Yeah, huh?
No.
Yeah,
How?
you a
How?
hoe.
How?
Because it's timing.
Okay, that was a bitch reply, and you know it.
Yeah, I stand by it though. I think I'm just really, I'm concerned that this looks too much like a final evolution. Does that make sense?
I'd say it's like a mid-final evolution, kind of like how Snivy's mid-evolution looks. Again, it looks like a middle evolution
Okay.
because like how Snivy's middle evolution is close to, but not the final evolution for her.
Right.
It gives off that kind of vibe.
Right. So, well, that's the goal that I want to have. Like that.
Well, then you got it.
I did it. I did it. I did it. Yay! I'm gonna boop you. You did it. Also, I do want to warn you, my food is just now coming to the door, and I'm gonna try the pistachio latte for the first time, so that's gonna be fun.
Okay.
I tried. So I don't know if anybody remembers. Um, there was a whatchamacallit, there was a promotion for Wicked for the movie for Starbucks, and one of their things was I think it was pistachio cold brew, and like the pistachio, it was like pistachio matcha.
Duh.
And I was excited for it because I was like, okay, you know what? This is a great opportunity for me to try something new because I've never really liked matcha all that much, to be honest. But this is an opportunity for me to try something new with something I like because I actually do like pistachios. Pistachios are delicious. So I tried it and like, but when I tried that, it just like the matcha consumed all of the pistachio. That was my gripe. I was expecting to taste the the pistachio with the matcha, but it was just all consuming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was a little disappointed. But I still
I
like
don't drink coffee.
I still like I still like had a fondness for the pistachio though, or the matcha more than I thought I would. So that was a plus. That was my yay.
Your yee.
Yee.
I've tried getting the coffee on a couple occasions, but I just can't.
That's fair. Not everybody has to be into coffee. My sister
No
initially was
matter
not
how
into
many
coffee.
sweetness we can put into it, it'll always taste better.
Um, that's not very good coffee then, or just not very well brewed coffee. Also, I want to point out that my sister also not a big fan of coffee. Do you know what she's starting a brand for?
What?
She started her own coffee roasting brand.
Mm.
So talk about irony.
I
Very
think I'm. Well,
very
another
proud.
thing is I also just don't like hot drinks.
They're cold drinks.
I know. I
They're
tried an
you.
iced coffee over at McDonald's.
That's because you got it from McDonald's.
Well, I was working at the time. What do you expect?
For you to not soil yourself. God,
I didn't soil myself.
you soiled yourself with McDonald's coffee. I'm sorry.
Well, it's iced coffee.
Give me a second. It doesn't matter. It's McDonald's coffee.
Well, it was free for me, and I didn't want to pay money for something that I would only try.
That is fair. Then you don't have any. You shouldn't have any regrets. I'm gonna go grab my coffee. My non
Chat.
McDonald's coffee.
Someone should steal her coffee. They will get money from me if they do so.
I have the thing.
I told chat to help steal your
Is it-
coffee.
Is a hot soda drink even possible? I don't think so.
Carbonation.
Yeah, the carbonation needs the cold for that. So I'm gonna say no. And just in time, because I do have my coffee here and I do have some water.
I'll steal your water and your food.
No,
Why not?
because
Because isn't exactly a very compelling argument.
nuh-uh.
Fuck, you got me there.
Exactly. Good morning. I just got my coffee and I also just roasted our I just roasted Bork for his coffee sacrilege.
I am Hulk. I go unga.
Unga bunga. Go on then, try to steal it. You won't.
Do it. Steal it. No balls.
So that's where your balls went.
Shut up. You're a meanie. You smell.
You stinky.
You kind of smell like a baka. Aaron Yeager.
Well, here's the thing. I have a Danish. You don't.
Okay, so everyone in chat, she has kidnapped a Danish person.
Help! She's eating me! Ah!
Okay, Crimson is now delved into cannibalism, therefore I now have the right to shoot her.
Squishy.
You're squishy. Time to kill Dr. Stephen Strange.
Hasn't this man been through enough?
No.
If we could collaborate on stream, I would.
Oh.
But
Huh?
their collaboration system on Twitch is a little weird.
True.
Like, if you're soloing, I can understand why you would want to do that. But if you're on a group call, doing a doing a larger activity, I feel like it's a little congested.
I'm being dogpiled.
Kinky.
It's not.
Why are you doing that to Jeff the Shark?
I'm doing nothing to Jeff the Shark. He's not even in. Oh, he was on my side. Anywho, we win. I'm done with rivals until Tuesday.
I just have it disabled because potential trolls that could have used it. Let's see. Let me actually look. Yeah, the only people that are allowed to do collaborations with me are channels I follow, partners, and affiliates. So I think that you can turn off some of these and pause it, but it looks like it's a good way. It already has like a good way to avoid having to do stuff like that.
Am I one of those people?
I don't know if I follow you on Twitch, actually. Do I follow you on Twitch?
I'm gonna cry.
No, I'm asking. Do I?
I don't know. I don't know. How would I know?
That's why I'm asking.
How would I know?
Okay, hold on. Let me try. Let's hear. Ah!
Let's just Lord_Borkity.
Okay, Lord _ Bork Kitty. I do not. Now I do.
I'm gonna cry, bro. When?
I don't think I follow Wade. I stopped following Zap for a while.
Wade doesn't stream.
So that's why I don't follow him.
Exactly.
My statement still stands. Let's see.
I'm gonna replace your car with a Playmobil car.
Joke's on you, I don't have a car. Ha ha!
And you're getting a Playmobil car.
How dare you? That doesn't have very good mileage at all.
It doesn't have any mileage. It's a Playmobil car. You have to use your feet to move it.
I don't think I'm going to be small enough for that.
Are you sure you're not small enough, Crimson?
I don't think so.
I mean, you're probably short enough.
But my ass is too fat.
Maybe it isn't.
You really want to test that?
I do not.
That's what I thought.
There's definitely has to be an adult-sized Playmobil car.
Probably, and it's made by an adult who didn't get hugged enough as child.
Hey, Playmobil cars are the future.
Exhibit A.
How dare you?
To be fair, I was feeling a little down, not for any particular reason. It was just one of those days where you're just like, oh. So I decided to just marathon Blue's Clues. And I literally said out loud, "Yes, Steve, I do want to help you. It's right there, Steve. Thank you."
What are the names of the cars that you can like walk in? Apparently, it's not Playmobil. I was like,
it's not Playmobil. I thought it might be Fisher Price.
Oh yeah, Fisher Price car.
I know Playmobil is a thing.
No. Oh wait, here it is.
Let's see. Let me look at. I need to look at. Okay. When it comes to their leaves, they're not super detailed. It's just kind of like it's either got no stems or it's got like one. So I'm gonna go with just giving it the one because I feel like these are. Besides, I thought the little tykes, red and yellow cars, were the future.
Okay, there are like adult-sized Playmobil cars, so they're not. They're just normal cars.
Are they just colored to look like them?
Yeah,
That's a little
you can't
disappointing.
walk. And they're just cars. I want to do one where I have to walk on my feet.
That just sounds tedious, though.
That's the point.
It's very tedious. Also, look at its awkward little face.
It's a baby.
It's just a baby. Right, and does it...
I'm gonna sell it on the black market.
No! You Team Rocket scum.
There's a tax act ad now.
There's a tax act?
Ad, yeah.
Ad.
A tax act ad.
Okay, that's weird. That's a weird ad, just generally, to be honest.
Disturbing the bees.
I'm gonna boop you. I don't know when I'm going to stop.
What do you mean you don't know when you're gonna stop?
I don't know. It just
I'll make you
controls
stop.
me. It just controls me. You have to run.
I know there's a platypus controlling you, and he's underneath the table. But I don't understand why that's my problem.
Use a hoe.
Oh my god.
You is a hoe.
Someone stop her. She's being a meanie.
A meanie bobini.
You are Meanie Bobini.
Use a meanie bobini.
How?
Because.
That's not a good explanation.
Because.
You failed explanation school.
Because. By the power of
By the power of squee squaw, I call that bullshit.
By the power of wah wah. Wah 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 wah.
I don't want to work on the Super Bowl.
Do you like the Super Bowl?
No, I don't care for the Super Bowl.
Then why are you complaining?
Because I just don't want to work during it. Because then the people coming to the store who I know don't care about it will make my day harder.
So basically, my entire life.
Yeah. Which is if they do keep screwing me at work, I will fucking leave. I see much more jobs available
Oh, that's good.
that pay me about as much as I get for doing less work.
Okay.
And as much as I want to continually risk my life by hovering a 30-pound box of bananas over my head, I prefer not to do that.
What do you think of the screen?
Hold on. I think it's good.
You think it's good? It's gonna. Do you think it's gonna be one of those things where like I need to fill in the rest of it? Like it, you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Because I don't know. It's a weird green for me. I don't know why.
It's not easy with green.
It's not easy being green.
Oh, you're telling me.
I'm gonna boop you.
You need to stop.
You let Mrs. Piggy do it.
No,
Yes.
you're wrong.
Kermit!
Your mic didn't pick it up, Rip.
Oh.
Also, your mic is like glitching weirdly sometimes.
It shouldn't be. Like I've got it to where it shouldn't be. Let's see here. Let's do advanced properties. Audio monitor? No. It's probably gonna pick up on the recording and I'll be like, oh, that's what he means.
Probably. Huh?
Hole?
Oh hell yeah. Whew. I thought
Hole?
something while I was happening, but no, it was just a notification that my new video's out.
I'm gonna boop you now.
Because I saw like the little icon on the doghouse move, and I was like, wait, huh? That's
Huh?
being used?
Huh?
I think that's either my second to last or last footage that I currently have saved because I'm procrastinating on doing more recording.
Damn.
I gotta check the studio.
I'm gonna boop you now.
You keep saying that. Why do you keep saying that?
Because you a hoe.
I'm not, no.
You a hoe. You a whole
You know, I still got one more
asshole.
scheduled.
What's up?
Oh, damn, I lost 7 subscribers in the last 28 days.
Yeah,
YouTube's hard.
it is. I got my first subscriber after losing like several of them for over the course of several months of streaming again.
I do think I know why I lost all my a majority of my subscribers. I don't regret it.
What
I
did you
never will
do?
regret it. I deleted all the Alistair videos that they wouldn't shut the fuck up about.
Ah,
I was sick of being constantly tied to a character I just did an impression of. So I just deleted all memory of it. And
damn.
would zip it. I didn't care for it. The quality was god awful.
Do you even like Husband Hotel?
I love Hesman Hotel. It's great. But the problem with the voices, it was outdated. It was back during like the whole pilot days. It was the quality was back when I was in high school, which was awful
Why
on
not
like a
just
potato
improve it?
PC. I can't update the quality. I got rid of the old footage forever. The only
No, no,
stuff
no.
is
I
on
mean
YouTube.
like update it as in do it yourself.
Do what myself?
Re-record it and do an updated version.
Well, the thing is also I don't want to associate myself with impressions. I want people to see Lord Borkity, not the impression.
Okay.
And if that loses me subscribers, so be it. Then those subscribers were not worth it.
Okay. So this is what we're working with right now.
Pretty.
Is a pity. I think that I'm gonna have to change the color of this beak. I want it to look kind of more golden, and it's a little dark. Okay, higher saturation. Bring in the there we go. There we go. Now it sticks out a little more. I don't know. Do you think it changed too much?
Uh, I honestly like the beak change.
Okay. Alright. And now it's time to use our handy dandy rough brush. Rough round.
I'm gonna eat it.
Don't eat my rough round. What has it ever done to you?
Nothing.
So I can't resort to cannibalism, but you can.
Yes.
That's sexist.
No.
Yeah, huh? Bork is being sexist.
No, I'm not.
Bleh.
I'm a cool boy.
Are you though? Are you?
Yes.
I'm not hating the pistachio. There's just like a weird aftertaste to it though. But I think that's true of most like Starbucks drinks if you try to get a Starbucks drink.
Yeah.
Like I usually there's a lot of great like little Italian cafes in downtown San Diego. Um over by Little Italy and they're so fun. They're it's nice smooth coffee. The sweetness like it really complements the bitter.
Yeah.
The usually they also serve gelato.
I think I only ever had gelato once.
Gelato is
And that was
delicious.
way back over at I think at Dave and Buster's.
Gelato
Wait,
is
no, it was this place
delicious.
called Lasertron. That's where I went.
Gelato is delicious.
I wish I could have it again, but like the only place that sells gelato around here is this ice cream place right next to my house. The problem is though, it's all organic and it's not very good. They don't have natural just chocolate gelato. It has to be organic chocolate or this, and I'm like, ugh.
You can have good tasting organic gelato. I think that place just sucks.
I mean, otherwise they have pretty good ice cream. It's where I tried a majority of flavors I typically wouldn't try.
Well, that's good. At least you're trying new things.
Yeah.
I know that I've
I
always
don't,
had a hard time with trying new things because of all my allergies.
I used to have only one allergy, now I have zero.
Good for you.
Yeah. Flex.
Hey, Porky's being mean to me.
Cry. Mo. You've been mean to me all day. You deserve this.
Basically, I was literally allergic to like everything except McDonald's fries for like a long time. Like my diet was really strict. The only indulgence I could have was McDonald's fries, which is probably why I dislike McDonald's so much now. Um, but I tried but like here's the thing. Now as an adult, I've tried to make it more of a priority to like try new things in various different ways just to see how I like them. Sometimes I do like them, sometimes I don't. I tried um oh God, there was my boss came in and she was like, "Oh, hey, why don't you try these Chinese meatballs?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that sounds great." I eat them and that was like the first time in a while I was like, "I don't think I like this." But I was
Fair.
but I was like, I tried it. I'm glad I tried it. I continue to eat them. They tasted like skunk.
How do you know what skunk tastes like?
You know how like you when you know what something smells like, you like when you smell it and you taste it?
Yeah.
That.
Uh,
Technically I know what deer tastes like.
hey, Crimson, give me a number between 1 and 40.
29. I wanted to give you an actual answer cuz I'm nice.
Um, I'm just gonna play Roblox.
You missed 25.
Huh?
The remember that joke from SpongeBob?
Hey, you know what's better than 2024?
What?
2025.
Eh.
Uh, and immediately when I open the player, I just see SpongeBob.
Cat. See, they are listening.
Nickelodeon, man, the companies are using Roblox so much now as a marketing platform for games for their shows.
It's kind of ridiculous.
It is.
I don't know. It's not that much more ridiculous than like when they were doing it for what was it? It's not that much more ridiculous than when they were doing it for like Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
I feel, in fact, I think the stuff for Minecraft was much worse.
I am placing blocks and shit and playing fucking Minecraft.
Minecraft, Minecraft.
And Cat's playing Balatro.
I thought you were playing
I'll never understand.
Rivals, Rivals.
I already did that today, and I don't need to do it again till Tuesday because I did all my challenges. I only
What
play it
type of
for the
challenges
challenges.
do? What type of challenges do they have?
They're fairly easy because you can do that either in matches, different modes, or you can just do it against the AI
Okay,
with a team of actual people. It's supposed to just heal amount of times, spray amount of times, win a certain amount of matches, or take or amount a certain amount of damage as some characters, inflict amount of damage as certain characters, and sometimes resist stuff with shields or other things.
yeah,
Event related challenges like sometimes rely a little more on like playing as a certain character and doing certain abilities, or playing on a map a certain amount of times and doing something.
right. Okay, that makes
But
sense.
overall, they're pretty fun.
Oh, okay. You're stinky.
Why do you just why? Can you tell me why before you just keep claiming these things that are just not funny at all and they're really hurting my feelings?
You know why you're stinky?
Why am I stinky?
Because you smell like really fancy perfume.
I don't understand how that's stinky.
That is very stinky. Usually, most like this is actually for real. Most of really expensive perfumes smell really weird.
Like skunk piss?
Yeah, they emphasize the skunk piss that they put in it. But
Ugh.
but I'm also complimenting you because you smell fancy. Take the
I
compliment,
both
motherfucker.
appreciate and don't appreciate that
Haha.
at the same time. I should probably eat lunch soon.
Yeah, you probably should.
But then never mind, a giant Pokemon just appeared in Pokemon Go while I was waiting for the game to load.
It's just
It's a
the
Don fan. Those
ah
things are
nice.
enormous.
That's what she said.
Well, it's a fucking elephant, of course.
Yeah, I didn't say it because it was she was looking at its dick.
I never said anything about that. Oh, I already caught it before. Never mind.
Oh,
This is whatever. Ooh, an egg's hatching.
ooh, what is it? What is?
A
What?
basculin.
Ah, cool.
I think I only have one mystic or legendary Pokemon, and that's Meloetta.
Oh, okay.
My leg.
My leg.
Want me to break yours?
No, please. I like my leg.
Did you know that there's an official Sonic game on Roblox?
I didn't want to know that.
No, the thing is though, it's actually really fucking fun.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I still don't
I mean,
care.
like they have like the sound effects, good animation, which is impossible.
With
And
roadblocks.
I know it's actually good animation.
It's wild.
They even have the boost mechanic.
Damn.
You can
Do you
become
play
Big the Cat.
Roblox or are you just like outsider looking in when it comes to Roblox?
I don't play it on the regular. I sometimes just look in sometimes when I'm really, really bored and I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to play games that take up too much time. I usually just play it as like a game where I
So,
know I won't have too much time to play anything long. So, and this is like a shorter game, so I might as well just play that while I'm bored.
okay, I feel like that's fair. That's a fair statement, I feel like. I'm gonna boop
Oh,
you.
my nose. No.
Boop!
Why?
Boop!
You'll never tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why.
I never wanna hear you say I want it that
that
way.
way.
Oh, chills. Literal chills.
It'll be great for the karaoke performance, I swear.
No. Have you not seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
No. Oh, that. So I know that. Wait, that bit's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah, that bit's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, I need to watch that eventually.
It was number 5. Number 5 killed my brother. Oh shit, I forgot we were doing that.
The thing is, I just don't really watch many things that aren't cartoons.
I'm kind of the same. And now we have our baby. Our baby looks so cool. Now number 5. I never wanna hear you say, woo! I want it that way.
I could have swore one of those voices was Dipper from Gravity Falls.
I don't think it is. I don't think any of them are Alex Hirsch.
Well, no, Alex Hirsch doesn't voice Dipper.
Yeah, he does.
He does not.
He does.
He does not Dipper. No.
Okay.
There's a separate guy for that. I've seen his face.
His face.
He was on there with the guy who
face.
voiced. He was on there with Alex Hirsch and Kristen, whatever her last name is.
Okay. All right. He plays Hootie, King, and additional voices. That's not the show that I was looking for. You motherfucker. Let me see.
Dipper is voiced by Jason Ritter.
I'm looking. Okay, here we go. Santa. Seuss. Why is it that Old Man McGucket and Fiddleford are considered 2 separate characters? Okay, this is where I got confused. He plays Fresh Dipper.
Dippy Fresh.
Dippy Fresh, yes.
But yeah, I was gonna say Ed Boy. She doesn't believe that Dipper. She thinks that Dipper from Gravity Falls is voiced by Alex Hirsch.
Baby.
I have no context into it whatsoever because I've watched neither show.
Tragedy.
I am going to be showing him a Pokemon region based on Gravity Falls, which is a really good summary for the show. But it's mostly based on all the Pokemon are based on cryptids instead of like actual events in the show. There's like 1 or 2 like small references, but they're not like so integral. They're not so like investable that you're just kind of like I'm completely lost.
You better keep the fucking Triangle Boy in there.
Yes, I assume like they keep on building up the Ultra Beasts as a big thing in that world, so I'm thinking that Bill Cipher is going to end up being like an Ultra Beast.
Yeah, except I was going to say I'm already familiar with who Bill Cipher is.
Yeah,
everyone's familiar with who Bill Cipher is.
Yeah, I feel like Bill Cipher is kind of like the mascot for the show. It's him.
I know, yeah.
It's him and it's
Waddles.
Waddles, yeah. Which they do have a Waddles Pokemon, and it's adorable.
I'm familiar with him and Grunkle Stan. That's it.
Grunkle Stan is also in this.
I remember Grunkle Stan, especially from the time he did the Grunkle Stan wins the Funkle Bunkle.
I thought you were gonna say like the I Was Wrong song.
Oh no, I love that one. I was stuck on that bit for a while when I saw that episode.
Grunkle Stan does the Funkle Bunkle. Are you just making up words
Grunkle
from...
Stunkle wins the Funkle Bunkle.
I promise you these are real references. We are not fucking with you.
That one was a meme reference, and eventually the creator acknowledged it and made it an actual reference.
Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be like the intro to how Plumbuses were made?
I mean, Gravity Falls and Rick and Morty have had some canonical crossovers.
Yes.
Space Jam does not count.
No, it's not Space Jam.
Okay.
And Gravity Falls wasn't even in Space Jam.
I'm pretty sure they weren't. Like 99%.
Disney and Warner Brothers don't get along.
It's hard to tell these days.
Especially when you do your best Michael Caine impression.
But I think
Now what's wrong with
it
more
was during like some
cocaine?
ice cream spoof where like a Rick was talking to Grunkle Ford,
Yes.
and then of course there's just the weird different hits and Easter eggs throughout the show.
Yeah, those are always fun. Like, for example, I think this was the first episode, right? They had like a little, like the Gravity Falls mug, it come out of one of the portals.
I think they also had just two Mortys that looked like Dipper and Mabel
Right.
during like a scene in the Citadel.
All right. What do you guys think of our evolution?
Let me load
Cute.
it up. What do you mean? No, I don't want to go to turbo. Yeah, it looks nice. I like the willow tails that it's got.
Yee. I wanted to still keep the kind of look to it. I also just realized I wasn't sharing screens. I am sorry. There we go. I didn't want it to just make it into this but bigger, which I think that the original one was kind of turning into.
I mean, second evolutions always get bigger, so.
Yeah, but it's not just the first evolution but bigger. I think that there's maybe like, I can think of it maybe like 2 or 3 that are kind of like that. Like, for example, I definitely think Charmeleon is kind of like that.
That Pawmi Pokemon is definitely like that.
Mm-hmm.
What would you consider the laziest evolution line?
Ooh. Okay, I need to get my Pokedex out.
You don't know one off the top of your head?
Like, I could think of some, but like in my head, I usually kind of skip the middle evolution unless it's like truly unique.
I can give you mine.
Okay.
I think
Cling,
I'm gonna head out as
Clang,
the people
and
at the
Cling
house.
Clang.
Oh, that evolutionary line. I feel very neutral to it. Like, if there was gonna be a gear Pokemon, it's probably gonna look like that.
I mean, it's lazy with the name more than anything else.
Yeah, the name is more lazy than the actual Pokemon. But again, I think it's more creative than like Megaton. Or
Megaton.
Magneton.
And I'm gonna head out. See ya.
See ya.
Wait.
I'm gonna boop your suit.
I am Megaton!
But yeah, I feel like the Magnemite line is slightly less creative than the Kling Clang. The Kling Clang. Kling Clang.
Cling Clang, Cling Clang.
That line. The name,
because it's just 3 Magnemites together.
Yeah, and then like it evolves again for the first time in a while, and it turns into it basically just turns into like what should we call it, a
wannabe Metagross.
I was gonna say it turns into like a UFO with magnets on it. Let's see here. And now we still have a little bit of time, so I'm going to work on. Let's hear. Question for Iono's. I question Iono's Magnemites. What are they? Because they're not normal Magnemites.
Oh yeah, the VTuber Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, the ones that are like on her head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are those real Magnemite? I kind of thought they were like magnet hair accessories. Like they didn't actually like.
No, they actually do have a mind of their own. Because if you look at her close enough when she's interacting with people, they do have eyes and expressions, and they do move around.
That's weird.
My guess is, since obviously, like, it's clear to see that she's a VTuber.
Right.
Like, there's no going around it. My personal say is, she, like, decorated them up a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And you know, like how there's some VTubers who have pets
Right.
like Cinder and Buff Pup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that those are supposed to be like her VTuber pets.
Okay. Do you think that they're real, or do you think that they're like holograms?
They're very real. I mean, they interact with her in the game.
Let's see. And now we get to work on our evolution for our fire starter. And let me pull up the original concept art thing, or the concept thing. Oh, what did you think of the whatchamacallit? What did you think of the thing that I did with them?
What is the thing that you did with them?
The things. The fucking background thing.
What?
The Pokedex entry that I showed you.
Oh, those. Like I said, I was gonna say, I did say in PM. That is a very, very nice layout that you've done. Honestly, the way that you've arranged it, and you probably didn't intend it this way, it honestly makes it look like it's part of like a Pokemon menu.
That is kind of cool. I think maybe that was like intended a little bit. I don't think it was like the full purpose of them or something, but I think that part of that was intentional. All right. I'm gonna just move this to the center here. There we go.
I've got an idea for something in the future for you.
Okay.
Can I suggest that you make a couple of food-related Pokemon?
I was just thinking of that, especially for pineapples, because there is a huge thing. You saw it when we went to the Tiki Room.
That, and also I was thinking, what if there was a Lumiere featured gym leader, and his entire gym battle is just a rendition of Be Our Guest?
He's just got like a multitude of different alchemies.
I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, that would work. Try the grey one, it's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes.
And a bunch of dishes come out, and it has each one of his Pokemon in it.
I mean, that would be a good rendition. That would be a good regional variant of Poltegeist.
It would be very fun.
Actually, Poltegeist would probably be the best one to choose. Or that, or a Rotom.
I could see a Rotom being that. I feel like a lot of regions nowadays, they very much like want to keep using the Rotoms, and they so much so that they are no longer really Pokemon at this point.
Yeah, they're a plot hole for technology in the universe.
Plot device, not plot hole.
Yeah.
A plot hole would say that something about them doesn't make sense for the plot.
Well, technically, things don't make sense for them. It's like only 4 variations of them are battleable.
Yeah.
And yet you get Rotom Foams, Rotom Pokedexes. Why aren't those versions you can fight with if it's the same Pokemon?
Yeah, that's kind of my thing about them, though. Like, I feel like that they get used as like, instead of being used as like actual Pokemon, they're kind of used like Flintstone devices.
Exactly, because one of them in Sword and Shield you use as a goddamn bike.
Right.
And it's been used again in this generation, but they made a 2-parter engine Pokemon, which was used as a boss Pokemon for the very end of the Team Star battle. So you can't say vehicular animals can't be used, because you ride a vehicular animal.
Yeah, right.
As a Pokemon the entire time that you can use.
Right, and I'm not into that. It's very weird. So I still am struggling with the fire starter. I'm still kind of conflicted with that one.
So it's a Cobra, right?
Yeah, it's a Cobra. It's a cute baby. Look at its baby face. And I also just realized, well, I didn't just realize, I think I realized it a little while ago, that it's cross-eyed, but I kind of love it that it's cross-eyed.
A two-headed snake. Interesting.
I thought about that. I thought about like. Also, there was a one that somebody was like thought was very. It became very sad, but it was so cute as an idea that it in order to make sure that people aren't scared of it, it covers its fangs with its hood to shield its fangs.
Don't look at me.
Like, and I think that that's very telling of like what, especially if it's a people pleaser type of character, because all it wants to do, like all its first evolution wants to do, is hug you. All it wants to do is hug you and give you hugs and not know its own burning strength.
Your ideal Pokemon, then.
Squishy. I always wanted. Well, this one is like pure indulgence for me. I still try to make it very, very clearly a snake, but I wanted, one of the biggest things I wanted was that there's not a lot of like friendly Pokemon that are snakes. Usually they're always on the evil team. Or they're like snooty, kind of like the Snivy line.
Yeah.
So I wanted a friendly one.
Might I suggest then a corn snake?
Where would the hood go? Or would it just be like the hood is now just like hugging it tighter so the silhouette's different?
No, I mean like the paint. No, I mean like the color. The coloring of it. Paint it like it's a corn snake.
I mean, we could try that. It might look a little too different.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, remember the rhyme? It's like, red and yellow, bad luck fellow, red and black, friend of Jack.
That's not a corn snake.
That's what I've always heard it being, a corn snake.
A corn snake is a different... A corn snake is the one that... It's orange, and it has, like, red spots on it.
There might be a different variation of corn snake in the US.
You're thinking of the false king snake. It's the coral. It's the king snake and the coral snake.
The coral snake.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so they paint it like a coral snake.
Yeah, that's there's a king snake. There's a coral snake. And then this is a corn snake. See? Corn snake.
Ooh, this one's colourful.
Yes, it is a very colorful snake. Also, another funny one would probably be a hognose snake.
I'm familiar with hognoses.
Hognoses are so cute!
Oh, another one for an evolution, or like an idea for design for you then.
Uh-huh.
Remember me showing you that one viper that looks like a dragon?
Oh, it's a... Oh, fuck, what is it called? It was a...
I think it was a viper.
It is a type of viper. Hognosis, a hog that hypnotizes you. That'd be funny.
Hognosis, I like that. Follow my nose. I don't even have a nose.
It's a literal hognose snake. Let's see. First of all, I want to keep the little things on the bottom of its tail. Those are going to be important for the evolutions.
Bush viper.
It's a type of bush viper?
Apparently. Yep, it is a bush viper. But in bush viper, all those dragon-looking things come up.
That's your bush viper. Yeah. It's also called an anthrus.
Yes, but I can remember bush viper.
Yes. Anthrus is just like the whatchamacallit.
Anthrus just sounds like it's a bad guy. It's a bad guy name from Disney.
It's I think that's the genus. I still like the idea that they cover their nose, they cover their mouths so that their trainers don't get scared of them.
That is adorable. Saying, "No, I'm shy.
No, you're gonna hate me." Also, I do want to point out how small the starters look like in comparison to their trainers.
I have seen the things in the post that you gave me. It's like, oh, so you made some trainers as well?
Yeah, I did. I'll be posting those.
Just the silhouette. I was gonna say, are those just the silhouettes? So
those are just the silhouettes are there, but I did actually. There was a stream where I made the trainers. I just didn't color them in yet.
Ah. That was a bit interesting to see.
Yeah. I did decide, instead of making a Pokemon based on Mickey and Minnie, I decided to make the trainers based on Mickey and Minnie.
And I'm going to assume it's a tag team.
They're the trainer. They're like your player trainers.
Oh, so the male is Mickey and the female is Minnie.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Okay, and then I'm gonna make. I just thought of something really cute, but also really sad.
Is this about the same Pokemon, or is this about a completely different Pokemon?
No, this is about the same Pokemon.
Okay.
What if when it does its when it covers its fangs, the hood makes a smiley face?
What? So it has like a hidden ability that like hides it away and stuff like that.
I haven't worked on hidden abilities quite yet.
Okay.
In fact, the stats that I came up with are actually from Gen 1's from the Gen 1 starters.
Okay. That reminds me of one of the Pokemon that you'll be dealing with in the fakemon D&D.
Mm-hmm.
You'll probably you'll probably forget about it by then.
True, but also they might not forget. I have to record. I record these.
This is fair. I wasn't going to tell you about it, but I would just tell you what the ability would be.
Okay.
Right. It's an ability called Timid that on a roll of a 1 or a 2, it's too shy to fight and can't do anything that round.
Aww. Sir. I actually really like this silhouette right now. What do you think?
I was going to say, this is the evolution still, right?
Yeah, this is the evolution.
Okay.
I don't know if it's quite different enough. Like, it has a little extra thing on its tail. The snake is a little bigger. The positioning is different, but it's pretty similar.
I do like how the hood is underneath it now, so it makes it look like it's the Cobra logo from G.I. Joe.
That is very funny. I didn't intend that, but that's very funny. I like the idea of a two-headed snake for an evolution, but I feel like that might be... I feel like it might lean in too heavily on a psychic type if it does have more than one head.
Yeah, or dark type.
Right.
I could just imagine it. Okay, now I'm just saying that. Just imagine it going, crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry, Cobra. No, I'm shy. Cobra. No, I'm shy.
I love that. That's so cute. It's so dumb. It's so dumb, but it's so cute. But yeah, I think the rock type is gonna come up. It's gonna be a little more obvious later. I'm still gonna have like little. We also have Hydrapple, which already has 5 heads. Yeah, that's again fair point.
And it's a Hydra.
Yeah, that's already a Hydra. We don't need a starter that's a Hydra. Let's see here. Do you think that it just needs anything else? Like, I feel like there's just something missing, or maybe this is one of those times where I need to trust the process.
I mean, as Subjectively always says, the first design doesn't always work out, so you can always go back to it another time.
True. And I already said that I would probably go back to 1 or 2 of those Pokemon that I did do.
Fair enough.
But yeah. Let's see. Okay, so what's your favorite region so far that we've like come across when it comes to the fakemon that we'd like to look? Because I do think that those are kind of one of our funnest activities to do.
True. Okay. This might actually surprise you.
Okay.
That German region that we looked at.
Oh yeah, I think did we look that up with Pragmagic?
All I know is it was that one guy that was reviewing all of the the fakemon in that region, and then we looked up the guy on Instagram.
Yes.
And had to look through the abilities and the references to see if we could guess it right. Yeah,
we had so much fun with that one too. I'm not surprised by that. I figured that would be like your go-to. But I did actually find like a different person that does do something similar. I like his. If I had to be honest, I think I like his vibe better.
What, his reviewing?
Yeah, it's just I feel excited with him. You know what I mean? I feel like...
Why? Because he puts more emphasis in it and something?
Like, he just seems more excited to see each Pokemon. The other... Pragmagic, this is, for anybody who wants to know, it's the difference between Pragmagic and the infamous trainer on YouTube. I feel like you definitely feel like you're doing more of a review with Pragmagic, which if you're into that, that's fine. But for me, I got so excited with infamous trainer that I was just kind of like, yeah.
I don't think I've watched any of Infamous Trainers, or at least I don't think we have together.
No, not together. I wanted to because I saw that he did that German region that you're talking about.
Ah, okay.
And that's why I thought, oh, maybe he would like to see that again, but like from a different perspective. Like how do I put it? It feels like when you open the cards for the first time with a friend. That's how it feels like.
I know that feeling.
Right? Like when you're at that point and you're like, "Oh, this is on my team. This is on my team." Like that's kind of like one of his catchphrases, on the team. On the team.
on the team. Damn, we would have a party of 6. Well, that one's going back in the box. Now you're on the team.
It's basically like that, yeah. But you just have so much fun with him. But I do think that I like Pragmagix for just the chill vibe that he has. Sometimes I don't need like all the energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
If I had to say my favorites, I think I've already stated it on the stream, but I think my top two are definitely the Loxton Cascade region.
Okay, that's the one with the. Is that the one with the weather, or is that the one with the weather?
Yeah, it's the one with the weather and the cast forms.
Okay, yeah.
And I love all the research he puts in. A lot of what I'm going to be doing is based on his mechanics, but a lot of the design elements I'm definitely borrowing from Subjectively. But I didn't want it to just be like Subjectively, but different. I want it to be very identifiable as my thing.
This is fair.
Right. Oh, what if instead of like a big smile, because this is kind of creepy, right?
I mean, do you want it to be creepy?
I want it to be approachable. Like it's trying so hard to make you happy. So I thought this would be creepy, but what if instead of like this Joker smile, it's got a little awoo face like it does in its normal state? Look at its little baby. Look at his little
I was gonna say that little baby state face is not uwu.
Awoo? It's not the.
No, that is.
It kind of is though. Like it's the circle W.
It's got its tongue out. That's a blep.
Bleh. But yeah, like keeping that mouth shape.
Okay, here's an idea then.
Mm-hmm.
How far up is the face, like the mouth, compared to how it's being shown?
Let's see here. I would say it's about. Let's see. The head is about here.
Okay, I see that. Yeah.
So the mouth would probably be about here, and assuming that it's got a more mature head under there, which probably looks a little more like this.
Okay, because I'm just thinking, if you make the mouth a little under, or like a bit more higher up,
mm-hmm.
you could have the tongue coming out of the flap. So it's still trying to blip and like all that, but at the same time, it's too shy to actually do it.
I love how we keep making this snake Pokemon so much cuter as it goes.
I'm not the one making it. You're the one making it. I'm just
making suggestions.
What's to expect? Yeah, I don't know what the phrase is.
Supervising. I'm just supervising.
I'm just supervising and not getting paid for it.
But you're getting paid in snuggles.
Oh, well, that's payment in itself then, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Who needs to pay your bills?
Yeah, that's right. You're absolutely right. People, don't pay your taxes. If the IRS come after you, just offer them a hug. That'll fix everything.
They probably need it, especially now. Okay, you're gonna take down this.
I mean, that's probably why Joker was upset in that one episode of Batman. He never tried to give him a hug.
Yeah, that is exactly why. No other reason.
I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS, no, thank you.
All he needed was to give them a big old hug and hear about how their day was.
Yeah. See, this is why plans never work out for him. He never thinks these things through.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that he's a great that Batman's a great detective. Do you believe those lies? Okay.
I was going to say, that's the fun thing, because if that was the thing, his name would be DABM.
Let's see here. I'm still gonna make it cover most of its face, but it's just like the little nose is poking out.
Yeah. Like, this is how a snake ooh-woos.
Hello?
Actually, for a snake, wouldn't it be hiss hiss?
Hiss hiss. All right.
Bit more happier now?
I was thinking of it was going to be like a pattern on the hood. Like this.
Oh, the smile's going to be underneath it still?
Yeah.
Oh, you make it... Okay.
Because it's supposed to be hiding its fangs.
Again, fair.
It also kind of looks like a mustache.
Have you come up with a naming convention for these yet?
Not yet.
What's the first one called?
The grass one?
No. This snake of yours.
Oh, Ferpent.
Ferpent. Okay.
It's a mixture of...
As in friendly serpent, right?
Fervent, serpent, and fire serpent.
What does fervent mean?
Fervent means passionate.
Oh. How about this for a name?
Okay.
Scheitel. A shy reptile.
I think that needs to be workshopped a little bit.
Okay.
What if it's Ripley?
No, it's not going to be Ripley.
Ripley! And I'm gonna make it look up at you.
I'd do anything for you. I'd do anything for you.
Me. No, really, I just want to make you cookies.
Trusnuggle.
Snuggle. But we already have a Snuggie.
Yeah.
It's an Uggie. It's I love how simultaneously dumb but amazing these are. Sure. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, of course fucking Dice clips that.
Don't pay taxes. Give Snuggles.
Give hoax, yeah.
Oh, actually, what if like
Also, burn your national insurance papers.
Absolutely. Burn them.
The true name clause exists even in Meshton code.
Also, another influence on this is Slice of Life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's extrovert, fire serpent. It's psychic rock, or no, we got rid of that. It's psychic poison, and then it's extroverted. And I think we've translated extroverted to be people pleaser. Which, not necessarily a great thing to kind of compare it to, but I do like the idea that that the Pokemons are kind of, this is like their journey of understanding the difference between what is an extroverted personality and what is a people-pleasing habit. It's like self-reassurance. I don't know. I kind of like that idea.
Yeah, if you like the idea, go for it. This is your thing after all.
Let's see here. And then it has like little false eyes on the hood. It looks so derpy. These little faces are a little blit. Actually, I think that I might get rid of the mustache, actually. Maybe because I liked the solar panels on the original piece that's kind of inside the hood.
Mm-hmm.
I never really came up with a pattern that's in the back of the hood, like the on the hood itself, on the back, where you can't see it as a player character. Or you would be able to see it as a player character, because assuming that this would be a 3D modeled game, you would be behind it while it plays. So
oh yeah, I was going to say you'd always be behind the Pokemon as it battles.
Yeah, so I never really came up with one. And I guess like I was so focused on that inside, I guess I didn't really think of like what the back of it kind of looks like. So
not every Pokemon person does that.
Yeah. I'm sure that some of the more in-depth ones probably did. Like they'll go like, oh, like here's what it looks like from behind.
Yeah, it's like this is the view you'll be used to.
Right. Let's see. I did like the solar panels on like the inside of the hood.
Solar panels on the where?
See, look. It's got little fire panels.
Hang on. Let me get back to the chat. Oh, yeah, there we go.
See?
Yes.
I like the little fire panels.
Yeah, there you go.
So what can we do with this hood? I like the idea of the little the panels, but maybe instead of the rectangular panels, which also already makes it look like it's already smiling at you. See, look, these had a smile.
Mm-hmm.
Why not give these little circles on this one?
Oh, okay. So we're going from rectangles to circles. In the other two evolutions, it'll be squares and triangles.
Exactly. Let's see here. I just want to see what it looks like anyway. All right. And these little balls kind of have the... I would imagine they have like the poison in later evolutions.
Oh, what, these are... Oh, these would be its toxic sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we go boop. And then I go kiss your nose. I'm gonna boop you. But yeah, like it. But for now, they're just gonna be filled with fire.
Okay.
Because I still think that it should stay a fire type until the evolutions, the final evolution.
Fair enough. I was going to say, if it's a starter, it has to stay fire.
Yeah. But it can probably learn the other moves.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it depends. Because I think it's like with all types, they can learn at least like 5 or 6 other than its own type, so long as like the move pool makes sense.
Right.
Because it's like, how can you give a snake low kick?
Right, exactly. Wait, isn't low kick a fighting type move?
Yes, so how can you give a snake low kick?
It's not going to have fighting type moves, though.
It could learn it through. It could learn other moves through TM.
That's true. All right. Here comes the boy.
Hello, boy. Welcome. Here he is. He is here.
Look at the boy.
Have you seen the Clogsdale version of the boy?
I have. It's so funny and it's so cute, and I love it.
He is the boy.
He is the boy. He is the boyest of boys.
Hang on. There it is. I'll put it in the chat. That was only 2 years ago that was made? Jesus Christ.
Time flies. The boy is back. The boy is back.
Exactly.
Here, let me get a coral snake.
This is a Clodsire is definitely one of the best Pokemon that came out of this generation.
And what's so metal about him is that he can push his bones out of his back.
Yeah.
It's metal.
I mean, can axolotls do that anyway?
No.
Yeah.
They definitely cannot.
Not a Clodsire, I mean. I'm going to look that up now, see what its entry actually says about it. Clodsire is a quadrupedal amphibious Pokemon. This is from.
Alright.
Okay, he pops out light purple spines from his back, a dangerous and risky move. Doesn't say anything about them being his bones, though. So when attacked, the Pokemon will sticky spines. It is risky move that puts everything on the line.
Yeah, his spine is... That's his spine.
No, it says thick spines, not its spine.
That's his spine. Gen 9 game hype is dead. It just exists now.
Oh my god, this thing has a speed of 20?
Damn.
Closes. Look. Oh.
It does, in fact, look as horrifying as... What's up?
It's based on the Liberian ribbed newt.
It's a newt.
It has the ability to puncture its sharp... Okay, This thing, it says, which is known to poke its sharp ribs through its skin and coat, and then poison a defense mechanic.
So
Also somewhat resembles a giant salamander.
So what you're telling me is that that's its bones.
It's not its spine, though. It's its rib cage.
Still kind of a risky move.
Yeah, it is.
Now it straight up looks like a evil Pokemon.
That's why it's coloured that way.
But it
Red
doesn't.
and black, friend of Jack.
But it's a. All it wants is to hug you.
Exactly. That's the point of why it's coloured like that. It's the old stereotype of you look at that snake, you run, but it's actually not poisonous at all.
I do think that I need to change some of the colors here because it doesn't imbue neither the psychic or poison typing that is supposed to be towards this Pokemon later, depending on which game you have.
Speaking of game, Wald Dice is in the chat. When is Legends ZA coming out? And I was hoping that it has multiplayer on it.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Last time
I still ain't. Yeah, because I still ain't played Arceus.
We still don't know yet. Okay. I'm only putting it like this because I want to make sure that... Okay. Making it more purple might help boost the lumicity. Give it that more purple. There we go. It will probably show up a little more later.
Let's add a touch of permanent red.
Let's see here. It's probably gonna start looking a little better when we get to the whatchamacallit,
I don't know. What do you mean?
the rendering.
Okay.
Let's see here. I am gonna boost up the color though, just to make it. There we go. That's better. It's not as dark now.
This is still your baby.
Yes, my baby.
Yeah, we only know it this year. Yeah.
Let's push down the yellow. Let's lower the saturation on the yellow a little bit.
What the fuck? Okay. I don't know what was going on right there because I was poking to put a Legends ZA. For some reason, I put KE and it auto-corrected to Pokemon Kevin.
Pokemon Kevin.
Who the fuck is Kevin?
It's the parenting. Oh no.
Initial release date is 2025. Ugh.
Yeah, all we know is that it's supposed to be this year. Fake smile is so strong with this one. I want it to look like it's trying to comfort you, to be like, hey, I'm here. All I want to do is hug you. Please don't run away.
Hello there. I want to take your soul.
No, soul is your shoe. I want to fix them.
I'll turn you into a belt if you don't go away.
All right. Yeah, I think this yellow is a little easier on the eyes. I'll keep the red. It's going to be rendered a little differently in a little bit. But I do like these. I like these a lot. And I think just so that I can make it a little different, I'm going to make its tongue red as well.
Okay.
Like its insides are warm too. Okay. You don't think it looks a little too different?
Well, I mean, you can darken it down afterwards, can't you? Or, like, blend it through.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's one of those things where I don't know if it's going to be one of those things where where I have to trust the process, or if it's like I need to recolor it.
I mean, like, are you happy with it being a more darker purple? Because it's like, okay, to me that looks more like a Night Lordish blue, which is like a difference between a darker blue and a purple.
Right. My main issue is whether or not they look like they're in the same line.
Oh. Huh. Okay, so DICE has just answered my question for me.
Oh, what?
The Jewel of Life movie, there was a person called Kevin.
Fucking Kevin.
He looks like a... Okay, he looks like a
Kevin.
No, seriously, I'm putting it in the chat.
Okay, give me a second.
Hey, wait, do you want it in general or the pop-up?
General.
Actually, no, we've been posting it. Yeah. This is Kevin.
I don't know why, but he either looks like a Kevin or like a Jonathan. And you have to use the whole name. You can't shorten it to Johnny.
Oh, Jonathan.
Jonathan!
Oh, Yarnaby.
Exactly. Same feel. Same feel.
So now the Doctor is a Pokemon trainer.
Yes. But yeah, like my main concern is whether or not these look like they're in the same line.
I get you.
And I feel like the color scheme is just a touch too different.
I mean, okay. There are Pokemons out there where their designs do differ extremely.
Yeah, but they at least feel like they're part of the same line.
What gives it away to tell you that Magikarp evolves into Gyarados?
Let's see. They have a similar design structure.
One's a fish and one is a Korea Sheen.
Yes, but the thing about Gyarados is that it shares a very similar scale design to Magikarp.
Feebas and Milotic.
Feebas has a... that's more of a story element thing. Hold on, let me look at the Feebas real quick. What
I was going to say, because
generation?
I might... Hoenn.
Hoenn.
So,
okay.
Gen 3.
Okay. Give me a second.
Because it's easy to know what Milotic is. It's the most beautiful Pokemon in the whole fucking game.
I know, right?
And damn powerful as well.
Oh yeah, it's frustrating.
So you build up, you design up and make a Milotic with the right moveset, you're fucking invincible.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Hold on. I think I lost it. Control F my low. There it is. Okay. It has a similar color scheme on the tail, and also it has the foreshadowing of it having a similar scaling design. If you look at the Feebas's little brown spots.
All right. So think about that, and then look at your Pokemon, and think: is there any kind of like comparison towards that?
It structurally is similar. Like I still have the kind of like circle rattle that's at the end. I have two little bumps on the head rather than the one now. And
Okay.
And structurally the circles are in the same placement as these. I think it's just the color scheme that's throwing me off with, because like with the starters, they tend to stay really similar for the most part. Like they still have like some connection to one another. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's kind of, I think that's where I'm kind of in my head about it.
Maybe then for the body, go more towards the old colors that you used. See if that works.
Like keep it more in the purple?
Well, I mean, the original one wasn't purple.
The original one was purple.
That doesn't look purple to me.
Purple.
I'd say that looks more green.
Oh, you're talking about the outside, not the inside. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on about the outside.
Okay, I think that's what confused me.
What if you reversed it so the yellow was purple and then it was green again?
Okay. I might try that. Let's see here. Let's do this, and we'll use this to color the green.
Because it's like there's this one short of 40k video that I've seen. It's like the main thing to think about when like painting a model is bear with me a second.
So it's Java brunette to green. I'm desperate. I'm just desperate. Have you got?
Hang on.
Have you got a green, please?
Let's see here.
Sorry, guys.
How the hell is this stupid thing still on? I press mute.
Would you like me to mute you? Nope, you got it. Okay. Let's see. How can I make that implication of red versus yellow? I think I got it. Or at least I have an idea. Everything okay?
Okay, so clearly this microphone's mute button doesn't work anymore.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm pressing this, and yet you can still hear me. How are you still hearing me?
Maybe it's because it's a different mic that you're connected to.
Is the quality decent or not?
The quality is pretty decent.
What the fuck?
Also, I think I figured it out.
Wait, hang on. Okay, does that sound better?
Oh, wow, that's different.
In a good way.
Yeah, it's quieter, but I can hear you, and it's definitely coming out different.
So if I
yep.
And then I press it again after.
Yep, you muted yourself.
Okay, so it wasn't me muted. For some reason, it was attached to the webcam.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Like sometimes it'll automatically connect to something else.
Right.
The boobs. Okay. I got the boobs.
Right. Okay. So this is what I'm learning today. This webcam has a microphone in it.
Yeah, all webcams have microphones in them.
I did not remember seeing that when I bought that thing.
Yeah, all of them do. It's very irritating. Also, I think I figured it out. I need to give it a little yellow stripe.
Okay, there you go. Maybe tone down that yellow a bit.
Yeah, I want to boop the snake too.
I was going to say, because that looks way too bright of a highlight.
Yeah, especially against that green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because anyway, as I was saying, the one thing that you should do, like I said, when it comes to painting a 40K, like a Warhammer model, the way that they described it is you should have a ratio of at least 3 colors, where 60% of the model is one particular color. 30% of it is a secondary color, and like 10% of it is a different color that like stands out from the rest of them.
Right. I still think that we need to make like a little. We need to do like a little paint date. One where we're painting models, and another where we're doing watercolors.
That I definitely don't have an against. But here's the thing: whenever we're on our dates, are drawing or doing watercolors, and I paint.
Yeah.
So technically, we do that already.
No, I mean like, but we do it together. We do that together, but we're using the same medium.
Okay, yeah, but you get what I mean, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Really quick, I do need to use the head. Entertain them. Entertain them.
I promise absolutely nothing.
Love you.
Apparently so, Dice. Very weird. Anyway, that's sorted now.
All right, I'm back.
Ayo.
All right. Reminds me of Cyndaquil by the words of DDP. Not bad. Yeah. Originally, the colors were actually taken from Cyndaquil, and I made it a little different. Let's hear thoughts on the new Dragon Ball Daima anime so far. I think it's pretty fun. It definitely feels.
Dragon Ball Daima?
Yeah, it was the last project that that Toriyama did before he died.
Oh, is that the one where they all become children again?
Yes.
Okay, I have not watched that. I wonder if that's available on dub.
I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm hesitant to remember. Oh my god, somebody made Warhammer figures based off the Golden Girls.
I'm going to just assume that they're Harlequins.
No.
I'm terrified to look at this. Where have you put it? Oh god, here we go.
Yes, it is dubbed.
Oh my god.
Is it
the
not
Sisters of Battle?
Is it not amazing?
Teen Girl Squad! Cheerleader! So-and-so! What's your face?
The ugly one! It's still funny. It's funny no matter what you do with it.
Good God.
Let's see here. Again, I like I like that it's picking up that it looks like a false smile without it actually looking like it's a smile. But I also like that in story it'll sound so cute and adorable.
So far it only has 5 episodes dubbed.
Okay, that's not terrible. I just want to get through like at least another one of our lists before we add another one.
I didn't even think you were interested in Dragon Ball.
I like Dragon Ball just fine. I'm usually watching it with Maurice, but I don't think that he would mind me watching it with you.
Well, I mean, if Dragon Ball is your thing to watch together, then I'm not going to take that away from you.
Okay. I'm still okay with watching it with you if you want.
However, I do have to add another thing onto our list.
Oh?
Invincible Season 3.
Hell yeah.
Because that literally just released in episode 3.
I'm hearing a lot of good things, and I'm seeing a lot of the clips right now. And so far it's like it's really cool. It's very promising.
I'll take Dungeon Meshi off the board now.
Yeah. Because we just finished it. What are your final thoughts on it overall?
I'd say that the ending was absolutely stupid.
I mean, I think the ending's pretty consistent with the theme of the entire show. It's like, you would start suggesting to just eat her.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, let the dead body die first.
But because it's coming from not Legoshi,
Legoshi.
Laios. Because it's coming from Laios, I don't think it's all that weird.
No, it comes from Legoshi now.
No, it's he's a wolf man. Let's see here. Lyoshi. I like that. Lyoshi. He is no longer Legoshi, and he is no longer Laios. He is Lyoshi. He does kind of have a similar vibe.
I wouldn't know.
I wish that you would try Beastars. It is very good.
The art style is just too much for me to even think about.
That's fair. I feel like in that same vein, you might like the manga better. Because the art style is still kind of unique, but it's a lot easier to read. Unless you did it like an audiobook. I feel like you could do it as an audiobook just as easily.
What I mean, put the show on the background, but then turn off the screen so I don't watch it. I only listen to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that weird?
Well, I mean, when I got visuals to go along it, and it's not like an actual audiobook where it gives you details.
Yeah, but like most anime kind of work in the same vein as like audiobooks. Like they're basically just replicate. They use the 90% of the time when it comes to these things, they use the whatchamacallit.
I don't know. What do they use?
They use the manga as like a storyboard. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I see your argument, but also like you could eat. I feel like you could.
I see your argument, but shut up and just do it.
Shut up and just. I'm not telling you to shut up and just do it. I'm telling you to hear me out.
Yeah, hear me out. So you can do it.
If you want to.
And I will make you.
Don't make me out like that. I see your argument, but fuck you.
This entire conversation is just.
Okay, consider this. Fuck you.
I'm not telling you fuck you. I'm just saying you could try that, and that's a possibility.
Possibilities.
Possibilities. Fuck you. Later, dear.
Fuck you later.
Mwah.
It's like perverts the aim of top trumps. I see your cock and I raise you mine.
And then suddenly,
Pineapples.
let's see her.
Suddenly, pineapples.
Squishy.
Mm.
Squishy.
Mm.
I squish your booty.
Yes, you do.
Squish the
On a
booty.
regular basis.
My booty. It's my booty.
When is it not?
Fair. This is a fair, valid point, but also mine.
You're stealing from yourself.
Exactly.
That's not how that works.
It is now.
What?
Fuck you, that's how.
Again, what?
Nah.
I don't understand your go-tos for these rebuttals. I really don't.
Let's see here. Maybe just to kind of make it different, and so it's make it a little different, I will darken the green just a little bit. Just so that we can get to that. Ow.
You need to get to that ow.
Your thing hurt.
My thing. What thing?
Whatever just squeaked.
Oh.
Alright. Actually, that does look a lot better. See?
There you go. See, I told you it would.
I still use the same the same green. I hope that was a chair. No, it was actually his bones. They're finally breaking down.
Okay, do you know what? Now I'm seeing the coloration pattern.
Right?
Okay, I was going to say, if you haven't already, the first one's the Cyndaquil pattern.
Mm-hmm.
This one's the Quilava pattern.
Yeah. Well, I haven't actually taken it straight from the Quilava pattern, but it is. But I'm definitely using. I'm definitely using little things to help with it.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Twist, I'm 1 year older than you, and my body is literally cracking. This is me just moving my arms slightly.
Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that this is a lot better. I like the darker color. I'm pretty sure that Quilava's pattern is still pretty much just the original pattern. It's just structured slightly differently.
All right, I have to ask this then. Those little red things on the hood, can they expel flames?
Yes, I was going to have that, but not like in the same way as Quilava or the Cyndaquil line. I just imagine that it gets hot. Think less like Quilava and think more like Sizzlepede.
Oh, the radiator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of more like that instead.
Fair enough.
Do you think it's too blue?
Well, I don't think it's blue at all.
Do you think it's too green?
No,
give
it's
me
a
a
nice
moment.
balance.
Give me a moment.
I am giving you a moment.
I need to put a sign that says I'm recording or I'm streaming.
Why? What happened?
It's just, like sometimes people will come into the room and think that I can expend all the time. And I try to be as helpful as I can, but also like kind of in the middle of something. You don't need to bother me about certain things. I feel like there are other people in the house.
Okay, but did they know that?
Usually I make sure to put I put down that I stream every morning, and I make sure to tell them that. But I also know that I need to like vocalize that a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, I'm going to just put down these highlights, which is why I think that I should probably put like a little sign. Let's see here. Just giving them this. These little. There we go. Little highlights.
Nice.
Again, it's not too teal, right? Like it's, because I think that's one of the people, somebody had like a concern that it looked a little too much like it had a color that was similar to the other starter, like because it was so green before.
I mean, my personal opinion, I like the way this looks. So.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. And I have been really enjoying doing these as like a fun little project.
That's good. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself.
I think that what's really starting to teach me is like simplification.
Hmm?
I would say simplification, character design, and color theory, I think, is the main ones that I think that this process has been teaching me so far. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the when it comes to Pokemon, at least, there obviously I have critiques about things mechanically about Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Stylistically about Pokemon, I feel like there's not a whole lot I can complain about. And any complaints I do have about them have more to do with the fact that their design philosophy has evolved over time.
Every generation brings something new to it.
Exactly. And I do think that sometimes when we kind of complain about these things, we're kind of going like, oh, it's too simple, or it's not like the previous generation, or it's not like my favorite generation. And you kind of have to go sit there and go like, well, it's not really meant for you, is it?
I mean, okay, I will make a point that there is no perfect Pokemon game because every single one of them is glitchy as fuck or has a problem with it along the lines.
Mm-hmm.
But there is okay, let's see if I can find that one picture that describes this point. Okay, so this is a comparison that I'm going to make, right? Let's take the last game that they made.
Paldea.
Well, yeah. Let's take the last Dame. Yeah, let's take the last Dame that they... I've said it again. Let's take the last game that they made, right, in Paldea, right, and look at the background art for it, okay? Now, bearing in mind, like, looking in the game chat, this is an open world game.
Yes.
Right? It looks very plain, very simple, and, like, it just looks like it was a recently dug out cave system kind of thing, right? Compare this to the cave systems that they have in Galar.
Right. Super intricate, very... there are gemstones in it.
Yeah, exactly. And like even the water has lighting and like head lighting and all these kind of like different things. And this was the very first game that they had on the Switch.
Right. They really wanted
to go from that level of detail to copy paste rocks.
Yeah.
I
agree. I think that rendering wise, again, this has to do more with like how they choose to render the game rather than actual character design. Because usually speaking, what our focus is not necessarily on. It's not necessarily on the background. Although I think that some Pokemon background art is probably some of the most beautiful. But mostly I'm talking about like Pokemon designs. And I feel like most of when people complain about certain Pokemon designs, it's less about whether or not they are actually good or whether or not they actually serve a purpose, and more of like, I don't like the way this is rendered. This art style is different.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, it's going to be different because of the different way it's rendered. Because it's like Holmes' art is different to the way Galar's art is made or Paldea's art is made. But again, that's because of it's a different way of like rendering it. Because it's always like the first 5 generations were all 2D.
Yes.
And then they animated it in the 6th generation. The 7th generation was slightly 3D, but still pixelated in Alola, because that's when it was the first 3DS game.
Yeah.
I think, and then something like that. And then Switch comes out and makes full 3D models like you're playing Pokemon Colosseum.
Right.
And XD in your hands. And and then it's like in Paldea, it's like they don't add a lot of, I don't know, you don't really see much life into them.
Yeah.
As opposed to like some of the, like, think of some of the amazing like animations that they gave the moves in Galar. where it's like, I'm going to use Pyro Ball, and he's just going to get a rock, do some actual dribbling, and then he's just going to give you that 3-second thigh shot before it shows that it just blows the fuck out of whatever it hits. And then it translates into the Switch, or like one of the newer models. It's literally just like, what's your signature move? I move forward as a light flies down at me, and then the enemy gets attacked.
Yeah.
It's like, that's boring.
I do agree. They're not arguing about art. They're arguing about art style. Yeah, that is kind of what the main thing that I'm kind of talking about is. Like, I want to bath the tail bobble. I just imagine that inside of it, very similar to rattlesnakes, it does rattle, but when it rattles, it gets brighter. Like it gets like it gets brighter when it shakes it.
But so it's like one of those. I don't know. It's like those things from Avatar. It's like you hit them and they light up.
Yeah. But yeah, like I feel like I do think that rendering the game itself is a big issue, and I wish that Game Freak took a little more effort in that, especially since it was such an anticipated game. It is glitchy as fuck, which has its own.
Is it Game Freak now, or is it Game Freak now, or is it the Pokemon Company?
I think it's still Game Freak. Like, Game Freak still has some say in some of the stuff that happens. But they are also the Pokemon Company. Okay, now it just kind of looks like a berry. Looks like a strawberry.
That's what I was wondering. Like, is it the same thing, or is it like they just renamed themselves, like how Games Workshop renamed themselves to Warhammer?
I think it's similar to the Game Freak thing, or it's similar to the Warhammer thing.
Mm.
Yay! They're using the. Oh wait, no, that's not mine. I thought they were using
strawberry small shake.
I want it to be rendered like this, but I think I went too far with the colors to make it.
Again, though, this is going on to the part where I remember I said in the first one, it reminds me of the art style that you did originally, where it was the watercolored versions of the Johtos that they did.
Yes. I still like that idea, the watercolor Johto region.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a little better. I think it registers a little better, but let me, just so it's kind of has more of that fire look, let me blend some of that.
Tim was putting in the chat, you drinking boba.
Boba! Because I have those. Yay! We're using them!
How do you use them?
Oh, so you go to the emoji in the chat, and then
they're locked for me.
They shouldn't be locked for you. Do you follow me?
I mean, yeah, I'm subscribed.
But do you follow me?
Hang on. Yeah, I follow you.
Okay.
Because it says you're active right now.
Okay. So yeah, subscribers can use the emotes in all channels. So when you scroll down and it says Crimson Glow Art, it should have like all of them there. They shouldn't be locked for you. There you go.
Timber is hype for the ass.
Ass hype.
When isn't he?
Ass hype. Let's see. Yeah, I had to look at that for a minute. I was like, no, that shouldn't be right.
Timber, the booty hugger Pokemon. Hide yourself and hide your boyfriends.
Hide yourself, hide your boyfriends.
Oh, it's a Prosy. She has made an appearance.
Prose!
And she's mute.
No!
Yes, she's
No.
mute.
She should not mute.
Why shouldn't she mute?
Because I want to hear her. The world says hi, Prose.
So harto.
Ah! Sir. And Sir, I'm making the baby. All right. I'm trying to make this. I want to make it look like they have like little embers inside of them. Prose, why are you mute? Prosy, why? I didn't server mute you, did I?
No?
No, I did
At least
not.
you shouldn't have. Maybe she's just like vibing.
She just enjoys the vibes. I forgot to put music on.
As I said, there's been no music the entire time, hon.
Yeah, I just realized I forgot to put music on.
Making babies.
Hey, look!
There
It's
she
a
is.
posy! Wow!
Oh, now I understand why. You've just woken up, haven't you?
Yeah.
Aw.
Plus, my
Yeah.
mom called. I was helping her with stuff. I would have said hi the moment I got in, but she called me like right as I got on the call. So, blah.
Don't worry
Blah, blah,
about it.
blah.
I don't say blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Babe, have a cookie. Get back to work.
Yay, cookie! Yum. Yum, 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 yum. That's your rendering this flame, so it looks more like flame instead of like strawberries. You see it, right?
I was
gonna say it looks more like a. I was gonna say a gourd.
It looks like a fruit of some kind.
Looks like a pear. No, not a pear, a peach.
A pair of tits.
I mean, you two are in this chat, so.
I mean,
Yum, yum.
That doesn't answer the question at all.
I'm redeeming it. I'm redeeming somebody's request.
yeah.
It's hard to tell when you're doing that and when you're just saying it for the sake of it.
Usually, for the sake of it, I'm doing it in private calls. Usually, when it's a stream, usually I'm doing it because it's a stream thing.
Yeah, no, I was thinking of mushrooms.
Exactly. This is not a grass type. Let's see here. Is that better? What do you think?
Yeah, he's looking cute.
Mm.
He just wants to hug you. And also to kind of encourage that. Where is the ice? There we go. Boop, boop.
Yum.
Yeah. Boop.
Boop.
Boop. Here, flame berries.
Flame berries.
Flame berries.
Flame berries.
The flame